Some Good Tea, where we drink some tea and we share some tea. I'm your host, Katie, and today I'm sharing some tea with my very good friend. You want to say hello?
Hi, I'm Miranda.
Miranda's really cool, you guys.
Thank you.
The tea we're enjoying today is called Bardic Inspiration. It's by the Jasmine Dragon Potions. This is a locally produced tea that I came across, Miranda, about like a week or two ago.
Oh, okay.
And it's changed my life.
Yeah, no, I've tried it and I can see why.
Oh my gosh.
This is delightful.
It's so good. It's so good. I highly recommend this producer. They have a great little online shop, and if you're around, stop by. They're wonderful. I would gladly give them all of my money. It's very good. Very, very good. So this is what we're going to be enjoying today while we explore our topic. It's going to be a surprise topic.
Mm-hmm. I'm terrified.
I think we'll be okay. As usual, guys, we're going to roll a 20-sided dice and see what random question we get. Do you want to go first, Miranda?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Go ahead and get your little D20. Let's see what we got.
It's shiny.
I know, isn't it so pretty? I have so many pretty dice, you guys.
11.
Right in the middle of the road. That's so great. Ooh. This is a great question. Do you like flying? How old were you when you went on your first flight? Tell me about flying.
I was, I think, 12 the first time I flew.
Okay, pretty good.
We were going to Orlando for the first time as a family. My family has a weird split where there are 5 older kids, a 5-year gap, and then 3 younger kids.
Oh wow, big space.
Very big space. So it was the first time we, as the younger set, had flown to Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I slept through most of it.
Yeah,
obviously.
it's a long, like it was a direct flight, so that would be a long one as a little kid.
Yeah. No, I don't think it was a direct flight to Orlando. I think we stopped in Georgia or in Atlanta first.
So you had like one layover.
Yeah. But
it's not bad though.
It was early morning and I was 12 and I still hate getting up early. So
I mean, mornings, right? What are they for if not for sleeping in?
Exactly. No, I really enjoy flying. I know, like, I do get jumpy with turbulence.
Mm-hmm.
I love takeoff. I love landing.
Yeah.
It feels like a roller coaster and it's exciting.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, my favorite time flying, I went to visit my sister when she lived in Oregon.
Oh, cool.
The Portland airport was empty. Just no one there, which means I didn't have to panic about being a woman traveling alone.
Whoa. It was empty.
It was just empty.
That's wild.
It was so lovely. If I were not a single woman, I would love to travel alone just all the time.
I mean, yeah, I've traveled a lot for like work or school and that type of thing, and it's great.
Right?
It's super great. Like, I do love sharing travel with like the right people.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But there's also like a logistic side of it that you don't really have to worry about when it's just you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really refreshing. And yeah, like flying, I love flying. I definitely know there's people out there who dislike it for various reasons, but yeah, especially the roller coaster vibe, like yes. Do you like window seat, middle seat?
I do prefer the window seat. I like to be able to look out and see what we're flying over.
Yeah. It's just so pretty.
And honestly, it's easier to nap if you've got a wall right there.
Yes. I got some horror stories about like not being able to nap or being trapped in the middle seat. Mm-hmm. For me, it's like, okay, ideal window, second best aisle, because then it's like, okay, I have space. I could also leave whenever I feel like it. Mm-hmm. Middle seat, hell on earth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. And like, if you know both people that you're sitting next to, then it's like, okay.
It's not as awkward when you need to get up and move or anything like that.
Yeah. But yeah, middle seat, you might as well be in prison.
Yeah.
That's great. That's fun. I love flying.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely love flying. Cool. Was my turn. That was a good starter question.
Yeah.
I'm just like warmed up. Let's see what happens next.
Oh no.
We got a yeet. That's a natural 20. Ooh, this is such a hard question. oh gosh, I don't know. It's tell me the best sunset you've ever seen. When was it? Where was it?
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing? Where were you going? I've seen so many good sunsets, like so many good sunsets. I feel like the first thing that comes to mind is I was spending some time in West Texas, like the flattest place on this planet Earth. I swear, it's so flat, but that means you can see the sky. Like you don't really realize how much of the sky you don't really see until you're in a very, very flat place. And then it's like, oh my gosh, there's just so much sky. That sounds wild, but anybody who's in Texas knows exactly what I'm talking about. I grew up in New Hampshire, and so the sky was like 2 feet of space in between the trees. Like very rarely would you see like the whole thing unless you went out to the ocean or something. And then usually I wasn't out there when the sun was setting or that kind of thing. So some absolutely amazing sunsets in Texas, especially. And I really like thunderstorms. I really like big rainstorms. But since I've been to Texas now, I have like PTSD with it because of the tornadoes.
Oh, that's fair.
But when there's just a big thunder cell cloud sitting, you can see them coming for days, and you'll get the sunsets behind them. It is amazing.
I can't even imagine that, seeing a storm coming like
forever
for more than one day.
So long, because it's so flat. It's just so flat. You can see these massive storms, massive cloud formations coming and going, and it's breathtaking. And then when it gets to you, you're like, oh shoot. This is like an episode of Storm Chasers, but my life though. But yeah, probably some of the best sunsets I've ever seen. And I was actually earlier today, I was showing off some pictures of some sunsets I'd taken, not from Texas, but this was a trip that I took to Yellowstone last year.
Oh, okay,
yeah. And I was staying just outside the park, like 20 minutes outside the park into Idaho a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
In this like cute little town. I was kind of glamping a little bit. I've never glamped before. It was either like you're on the ground or you're in a hotel for me. It was great. I would recommend it to anybody. It's really fun. And our campsite area opened up onto this just huge open field with the mountain range, wrapping around. And there were no houses and there's no people. And I have some pictures of me just like sitting in my little camp chair with just this sunset just wrapping around with these beautiful mountains. Ugh, it was great. It was super great. I was just looking at those today, like literally just looking at those pictures today. So it's crazy that I got that question, but
that's fantastic.
Those are probably some of the best sunsets. What about you? Do you have an answer to that question?
Honestly, it was less the sunset and more the atmosphere during the sunset.
Yeah.
When
this tea.
Right.
This tea's good.
When my family visited Kauai.
Oh my gosh.
It was stunning, and I was in a very rare, good headspace. And we were on the beach at sunset, and
so good.
I was in a dress. Aww. And I was just walking. It was a shortish dress. So, I was walking like the very edge of the waves. Yeah. So I had my feet in the water and the sand and the wind and the sun. It is still my happy place today. Oh it was stunning.
That sounds so nice. We could go there right now, right?
As soon as I can afford the tickets.
I know, right? That sounds so wonderful.
Oh, I love Kauai.
When was it that you went? It's been a little bit.
It has been a hot second.
Yeah.
I want to say, like, not right after I graduated college, but like a couple years.
Maybe like a little bit after that.
It's been at least like 3 or 4 years.
Okay. Gosh, I've never been.
I highly recommend. If you're gonna go to Hawaii, go to Kauai.
Yeah, that's good to know. That's really good to know. I've had a couple opportunities and then it kind of like fell through. But
right.
Yeah. I've always wanted to go. That would be so in the beach at sunset, just like in a hammock, your like little fire pit, like just chilling.
Oh,
That
it's
sounds
stunning.
so nice. Oh, that's so cool. That's super cool. Well, awesome. Love the sunsets. Let's see. Maybe you'll get a nat 1.
That would be interesting.
We've had some pretty good nat 1 questions.
That's a 17.
17. Ooh.
What does nat 1 say on this?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it says. Oh, this is great because we were kind of just talking about this. Who would be your best ever, like your top picks for travel buddies, and why?
Are we talking like celebrities or people we know?
It's people you know. Unless you want to do like assemble your team, but unless it's not superheroes, it's travel buddies, which is they're basically superheroes. It can be people you know, but I mean, if you want to throw some celebrities in there, great. But who would be on your team of really good travel buddies, and why? What is their role in the superhero team of travel?
If we're going like camping, definitely you and Jess.
Oh shucks. I don't think I'm as useful as Jess, but good. I'm glad, I guess.
Honestly, I have not been like camping since high school.
Oh snap, girl! We gotta get you in the mountains.
No, I want to get in the mountains. The problem is everyone I know wants to jump in with both feet.
Oh,
and I kind of
like
want to ease back into it.
Mm.
So
you should go glamping.
I would love to go glamping,
dude. I'd never been before, and I was literally in the middle of nowhere in a tent, and I had hot showers. I had flushing toilets. I had Wi-Fi.
Yes, that is something I need.
It was. I've never done that, and I'll be honest. I've always made fun of people who do that.
I know that's fair,
but it was great.
Yeah,
it was so great. It was so nice.
I'd love to get away from people and be in nature, but also I would like a toilet, please.
I mean, yeah, it was really good. It was really good. Maybe we'll have to. Okay. Right, so, Jess and me, if we're going into the deep woods, the spooky dark forest. Okay.
If we're doing like touristy stuff, I would want to bring my mother.
Aww.
Because she walks way too fast, but she knows all the best places to go.
Ooh, yeah, those kind of people are really important.
Yeah,
like
absolutely
really important.
And she's very good at being kind, but also getting people to do what she wants.
Yeah. Get the group going. That can be a real struggle when you're traveling with a big group.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. Having traveled with my family before, I love them dearly. I never want to travel with a big group ever again.
No, we had a work trip when we all went to Disneyland, and it was great. And it worked because like some people had their families, other people it was just them or them and their +1. And we would kind of run into each other and occasionally do stuff as like a big group, or occasionally do stuff as like 4 or 5 people, but you could kind of come and go.
Exactly.
It was perfect. Like if we had all been stuck together, I don't think it would have gone as well.
No, heavens no. Honestly, one of the best like touristy things I ever did was we went to Disneyland on band tour.
Oh, that would be way fun.
I mean, it was just a whole bunch of high schoolers that were set loose. Yeah, we had our buddies. I was with one of my friends from orchestra.
Oh, nice.
I should have been in orchestra.
Aww.
I like orchestra much better than band, but I play the flute. So
guys, truth comes out. You heard it here first. Orchestra.
No, the two of us just spent the day wandering, and it was lovely.
Aww.
And it rained that day, so no one was on the rides. It was fantastic.
Like, that's the thing. When I went to Disney World, it was, oh gosh, I think it was like October, almost like getting later in the season. School was in season. It was kind of rainy. I love you, Florida, but people thought it was cold. It was not cold. And it rained like periodically throughout the day, but it was perfect.
Yeah,
because no one was around.
Exactly.
It was great. I couldn't have planned it better. Like, that's really when you want to go.
Yeah,
that's so fun. Okay. Anybody else you would include on your like dream team?
I mean, honestly, it kind of depends on where we're going who's up for it. I would love to bring my roommate. Yeah, she's a good buddy, and I would love to travel with her.
What about like road trip?
Again, the only road trips I've been on have been with my family.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
Was so much fun when I had my older brother.
Okay,
because he's a dork and I love him. He was a kid we had veggie trays for the snacks because our parents wanted us to be healthy. And he was the one that took 2 broccoli stalks, like a mustache. No. It was fantastic.
That's cute.
That's cute. Yeah. I have never experienced a road trip with people my own age. So I have no idea.
We're gonna have to do like a glamping road trip sometime.
That could be fun.
That would be super fun. You sound like good groups though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like traveling with my mom. She's a pretty good travel buddy. Yeah. But I'm the one that has to be like, okay, we're gonna do this. Okay, we're gonna do that. She's a good travel buddy because she's like, okay. She's happy to be there. It's great. It's super fun.
See, we're the opposite way. She knows exactly where to go at all times. Awesome. She has the plan. I'm just like, I'm here. I want to see the things.
I'm here for the fun. It's great. It's great. It's important to have that balance because if you had 2 people that were like, okay, we're going to do this, and the other person's like, no, we're going to do this, then it's like,
yeah, no,
not a fun time.
No.
Well, that sounds like a good group.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Let's see what else we can find out. Okay, there we go. 18. Oh, okay. Oh, this question kind of makes me sad.
Uh-oh.
How did COVID affect your travel? Did you have plans that had to change? What did you do instead?
It affected nothing. I am broke and
samesies.
And an introvert.
Mm-hmm.
It
was kind of a good time.
It wasn't a great time, but for reasons that didn't involve COVID.
That's fair.
So
that's fair.
I had been hoping to do a Disneyland run with my roommate, which COVID interrupted. But again, very broke. So it was kind of a seeing, am I gonna be able to get this done? Am I not?
Yeah. Okay. So not too bad.
Not terrible.
Okay. I know. Like I think if it affected a lot of people as far as like travel. Obviously, there were other things that it affected too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, travel for sure. Obviously, I graduated class of 2020. COVID kicked us out of school.
I'm sorry.
It was actually a huge bummer. I was pretty sad about it. And one of the things that really sucked is that I had planned when I was going to be starting my career and when I was graduating, so that I'd basically have like a month and a half of time in between that. So it was like, okay, I've been a slave to the education system forever. I need to relearn how to be a human. What big trip are we going to take? I was so excited. So I had 2. I had my this is what I'm going to do, and this is my backup plan. So the trip that I was going to do was with one of my really good friends, and she works for Delta, and so we were going to fly standby. Yeah. We were going to fly standby, and we were going to go to New Zealand, and we were going to spend like a month in New Zealand and Australia, and I was so excited. Like, this was going to be the trip of a lifetime. Like, guys, if you haven't figured out listening to this podcast, I am a massive nerd. And I was so excited to go to Hobbiton and also go to Australia and see all the things that want to kill you, and Sydney and the ocean and the Great Barrier Reef, like, and spend a month out there. Like, oh my gosh, stoked, right? COVID happens. And so I was like, okay. I have my backup plan. Like, this is okay. Me and a couple of my other friends were going to get one of those like camping van things.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, where the van has kind of been turned into a tiny house almost.
Yeah.
And you can just kind of drive it. It's not a camper. It's just a van, but it's for like a couple people, and you can just kind of drive it. We were going to go, so I was in school in the state of Washington. And so we were going to come down the coast.
Okay.
And then up through like the Grand Canyon area and end in Utah, since that was where most people were stopping. And we were going to hit every single national park along the way.
Oh, that would have been so cool.
I planned it out to a T. Like, we had this figured out. We were going to have a minimum of 2.5 days in each park, some a little bit longer, and like about 6 to 8 hours driving between each one, sometimes less. Like, it was actually surprising how many we were going to hit with how little driving in between we were going to do. Like, this was a master plan, you guys. Like, I was so excited. It was like, okay, like, not New Zealand, maybe another time, but like, we are going to see so many cool freaking national parks. This is going to be amazing. And then COVID shut down all the national parks.
Oh,
I know.
I forgot that happened.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you for not forgetting.
No, I don't think I'll ever forget that. So yeah, I still have the whole itinerary and the driving times and everything all written out. And it takes about like a month, a little bit more to do it. And it never happened.
I'm sorry.
I know. It's such a bummer. It's such a bummer. So, yeah, what did I do instead? I got a house, or not really a house, like a townhome, and I moved and I just started working, which is like, okay, that's important. Thankfully, I'm in a career where like, well, probably I'll always be needed, which is not bad, but also it's stressful. So I was able to like immediately start working and that type of thing. So that was really good. But I'm still really bummed about my trip.
I hope you get to go on it sometime. It sounds so cool.
I know. I am working on seeing like the national parks and stuff at a much slower rate than that. But yeah, that's what COVID did to my travel plans.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. That's okay. That's what happens when you roll a dice and get a random question. We have time for maybe like one more, maybe two. I guess it depends on how
quickly we answer.
I know we keep talking a lot, but this is a good topic.
Yeah,
this is a good topic.
Fun.
Do you want to roll the dice?
Absolutely. Oh, I love this dice.
I know.
Oh, there we go.
Shut up.
There we go.
We got a one, guys. We got a one. Shut up. This is great. What is the most recent time when you were genuinely lost? When you were traveling, maybe it was to work.
Oh, here's the thing.
But you were genuinely lost.
My GPS is occasionally fritzy.
Oh no.
So I plan.
You plan to get lost? I plan
to get lost. I leave 30 minutes before I'm supposed to, so I can redirect myself when I inevitably end up in the wrong spot.
Oh my gosh.
I do not remember the last time I got lost because it happens all the time.
No! No, baby, no, that's so sad.
I mean, it happens. I'm used to it at this point.
That's probably like one of my biggest fears. Like, as like I used to commute with public transport and that type of thing quite a bit.
Oh no.
But even when I didn't, I was constantly stressed about like, what if I get lost? What if I get lost? What am I going to do? What if I can't find my way? And like, guys, I have a smartphone. It's okay. But like, those who have listened to this podcast have also heard about a time that I got lost. But like, oh, no.
Yeah, no, I freaked out the first couple times it happened, especially because first couple times it happened, my phone was at like 1%.
Oh, that's the worst.
That's the worst. And I was legitimately panicking.
Yeah. Especially like you're on a schedule, you got places to be, people are expecting you. Maybe it's work, maybe it's not, but like, ooh.
Honestly, the worst. At this point, I know what to expect.
That's fair. You're like, I got this. This is normal. Have you ever been lost?
You know what? Yeah. I do remember the last time I was like genuinely terrifyingly lost.
Oh snap!
It was dark.
Oh no!
Outside, it was the middle of winter, and I went the wrong direction on the freeway without realizing it.
Wait, like drove the wrong direction?
I don't know how it happened. I cannot to this day figure out how it happened. It was on one of those Provo routes where it. Like, you have to circle to get onto the freeway, and I think when I circled, I didn't go on the exit.
Oh.
But, like, I was trying to go north, and I got on the route that took me south, because
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you were headed south, you should have been headed north.
It
was dark.
It was dark. I couldn't figure out what was going on. My GPS was being unhelpful again.
As you do.
Honestly, I was less scared and more just angry and frustrated.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, that sucks. Was this for a trip, or were you just trying to get to someone's house?
I had visited someone's house, and I was trying to get home.
Oh no! Oh, that's terrible.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, was it this winter? Because this winter was really bad for stuff like that.
It was not this winter.
Okay.
I was unemployed this winter, so I wasn't going anywhere.
That's fair. That's true. I mean, that was a good choice. Not that you chose that, but that was a good choice because, man, the roads were so bad.
Honestly, I did not mind being unemployed through the winter because I hate winter driving.
Oh, it was so bad.
This was actually during COVID.
See? I'm telling you. COVID and travel. COVID and travel was just a bad time. It was just a really bad time for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Dang. Well, I'm glad you're not lost right now.
You're
too. You're at my house.
Actually, it was a lovely drive to get to your place.
Isn't it nice?
I would give my right hand to have a view like this.
It's great. I love this little location. You can so there's kind of a back canyon road that you can take. That's usually the route I take to come home, and you come up over the point of the mountain.
Oh, okay.
It's just so pretty. Or if you're like slightly in a hurry, you can take the freeway and come around probably the route that you went. But the drive for me from work is essentially the same.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's so great. It's so great.
Lovely.
So if the freeway is like gunky, then I'm like, all right, I'll go this way. Or like in the wintertime when the back pass was very sketchy, we went on the freeway, which was also sketchy. But yeah, I'm glad you didn't get lost.
Thank you.
I'm glad you didn't get lost. It's fairly easy to find my house. Yeah. Dang. Wow. Well, I've kind of answered this question before.
I remember this story.
Yeah.
That was terrifying. I would have freaked out.
I was mostly like ticked at the time.
Fair.
Maybe like a teensy bit worried, but I was mostly worried about like a bear finding me, honestly, than anything else. But yeah, I don't know if anything else comes to mind as far as like being genuinely lost. I do the thing where like if I've been to like whenever I come to your house, it's always dark.
That is very true. Yeah.
Like we met and were hanging out initially like in the wintertime, and so I'd come after work and it was
already dark.
And so I can find your house in the dark, no problem. But as soon as it started being like daylight in the summertime and I had to get to your house, I kept on having to put it into my GPS. I was like, I don't know where Miranda lives anymore. So I'm okay now. But yeah, I have to drive like a route like 2 or 3 times in like the daylight or at night before my body is like, this is the way you should go.
That's fair. I get that.
Yeah. That was a good question. That was a really good question. Okay, I'm gonna roll this dice one last time and we'll see. We've already had the pinnacle and we've already been down as far as you can go, so we'll see if we can get something. Okay. That's a 7. 17. Okay. What is something besides your phone and like toiletries and stuff that you will take on every trip you go on, no matter what? And we're talking about like a vacation.
I have a very silly answer.
That's exactly what I was hoping for. Yes.
So I have a collection of stuffed animals.
As you should.
And the last time I went on vacation, I just at a whim threw in a little owl squishmallow.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. And I decided to name her Addie Venture.
Oh.
And she is my new designated travel buddy.
That's cute.
Thank you.
That's super, super cute. I always think about stuff like that because I'm like, it would be so fun to have like, you know, like a little rubber duck or like a little stuffy or something that you could like take a picture out the plane window or, you know, the drive or the picnic table, like wherever you're going, like do like a cute little Instagram for whatever. Like that, I always think about that. And then I move on from there. And I know,
you know, that's
never
fair.
Do it, but it sounds so fun.
I kind of got the idea from my older brother.
Oh, cute. Yeah.
Because when he and his friends all went on their missions, they had a little cowboy toy.
Oh, cute.
They would send between each other to get pictures on their missions.
Yeah. That's clever. It's like traveling pants, but it's like a little cowboy.
Yeah.
So he has like all these cute little pictures all over.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's a really clever idea.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's awesome. I think the thing that because I'm sitting here thinking like, what on earth do I take like every time? I have a water bottle, a little hydro flask.
Oh yeah.
And it's genuinely not big enough. It's full of stickers, and it's the like it's a little bit bigger than the 16.
Okay.
Yeah, so I really need like a 32, right? Like every other person out there, you have the big chunky ones, and I have this little skinny guy, and it was given to me, and I love it. It's great,
right?
But I've covered it in stickers, and now I can't get more stickers because it'll cover up the stickers that are already stuck there.
Yeah,
it's a real problem. So I've been in a sticker dilemma, but that water bottle goes with me everywhere because water.
It's a good thing to have.
Yeah, and
if you can't have tea, you should have water.
Oh my gosh, guys, this tea! If we haven't talked it up enough already, you should get yourself some Bardic Inspiration because this stuff is amazing. But yeah, so I have this water bottle, and on it is like a little keychain of a minion from Despicable Me.
Oh,
yeah! I thought that movie was just like the cutest.
It was adorable.
I got this minion out of a cereal box because I'm secretly 5 years old.
You've done a good job of aging yourself up.
Thank you. I try real hard.
Very mature.
I pretend like I'm an adult all the time. But yeah, so I have this little minion. I've named him Kevin, as one does.
Of course.
Yep. And he's on my water bottle. He was on the water bottle before this water bottle, and the water bottle before that water bottle. So I guess it's not really the water bottle that goes with me everywhere, but it's Kevin.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
He has like a little sombrero. He's pretty great.
Honestly, I'm impressed. My keychains don't last nearly so long.
It's honestly, I think it's because I have it on my water bottle because it's not on a keychain, like in and out of my pocket.
That's
and
fair.
Like I, wash my water bottle, but besides that, and I'll take it off.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. So Kevin and my water bottle that has too many stickers all over it. Oh yeah, I love that stupid little minion. He's so cute.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Well, what a fun chat. We covered so many things. Unless you didn't catch on, we were talking about traveling and travel adventures.
No.
I know, right? Shock and awe. Shock and awe. Well, thank you so much for agreeing to come and make all the fun podcasts with me. And
this was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me invade your home.
Well, thanks. It's pretty great. This is all we have time for today, guys, but we will talk at you later.